What's up, everybody? This is Peyton Anderson with Next Level Athletes. I'm thrilled to have Osei Price on the podcast today. Osei is coming off his freshman campaign in Oakland, where he appeared in 32 games, averaging 21.1 minutes. On top of this, he averaged 4.1 points per game on 45% shooting, with a season high of 27 points against Michigan Dearborn. Osei, first of all, thanks so much for coming on today.
No problem. Good to be here.
Of course. And first, take me back to your recruitment process coming out of high school. What would you say you found most interesting about the process? What most challenging? But ultimately, what led you to Oakland?
I definitely liked the recruiting process. It was fun to hear from a bunch of different schools and try to figure out like what's the best fit for me. But what led me to Oakland was really my coach at South Kent. He just thought that I would like really fit the system there, and he
Mm-hmm.
was turns out right. So because I fit really well and had a good year.
Of course. And looking back at your high school career, you led Pembroke Pines Charter High School to a Big Eight title as a senior, averaged 16 a game in 2020, named MVP of the 2020 BCAA Boys All-Star Basketball Classic. But on top of this, and with other accolades, you played for Montverde Academy alongside Cade, Cunningham, and Precious Achiuwa as a junior. First off, what was that experience like for you?
It was definitely cool. It felt like you were almost like a pro because that's how they ran the practices. That's how they ran everything through the airport. So it was definitely like a glimpse of what the future is going to be like. And we just got more of it in college.
Mm-hmm. And what? Secondly, what do you miss most about high school in general, but also your favorite all-time memory or memories?
My favorite memories was definitely winning the regional finals in my senior year. Because that's like a Northeastern team we've been battling with all year. We played them 4 times, and we won twice and lost twice. So we just won at the right time to make it a state.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was definitely my favorite memory. What was the other part of that question?
What do you miss most about high school in general?
Um, just being having more freedom. Now in
Yeah.
college, we got a whole bunch of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm. And
Just
yeah, of course. And including your post grad year at South Kent School, what did you learn most from that experience going into college then?
it really just gave me some more time to like improve my weaknesses. So just to get my body stronger and become a better shooter because that's really what I had to do when I got to college was shoot.
Mm-hmm. And transitioning over, talk to us about your initial thoughts and outlook when you first arrived on campus, started practicing. What would you say was the most eye-opening about your freshman season with Oakland? First of all.
The most eye-opening thing was starting in the first games because I was coming in as a freshman and Oakland had made it to the championship the year prior to that. So it was a lot of eyes on us. So I was not expecting to come in and start and be like a big role to the team like that. So that was definitely the most eye-opening moment.
Mm-hmm. And would you say that gave you more confidence, knowing that they trusted you to start right off the bat?
Oh, for sure, it gave me more confidence because then you felt like there's like more weight on your back for
Mm-hmm.
you to get wins and make it to the next spot.
Mm-hmm. And in addition to that, what do you think went well for you this past year, but also what you've been focusing in on working to improve the most within your overall game and skill set, at least this current off season?
Next year, I definitely have to get to the basket more, use my athleticism more, uh, and I have to keep my 3-point percentage up because if I do both of those, then we should have a really good season.
Of course. And without sharing too much or causing any trouble, what might fans and others be able to expect from this group of guys going forward, but also from yourself individually and your improvement going into year two?
Hey, all our guys gonna put on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey.
Of course, so they got to stay tuned. But when talking about recruitment, it's a different process for everyone depending on how highly they're recruited or how like no like they're less recruited, if that makes sense. And there's NIL deals, but it's different for everyone. But for you personally, considering your own your recruitment process, in thought, what kind of advice do you have to athletes just with their mentality coming into college, and what kind of thought process can really get them jump started to kind of be ahead of others, if that makes sense?
The I want to say the high school world is definitely a lot different from the college world, because when you're playing in high school, you're playing to try to get into college, kind of per se. But when you're in college, you have to do all the things to get wins so you can get to the next level. So it's more things you're focusing on in college than in high school. So it's just like more serious, and there's a lot more things into it than high school. It's more relaxed, and you just going and shooting the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, and in addition to that, would you say that when you get to college, it's more of a team sport compared to high school, more individual games?
Definitely, and it's especially more on the defensive end. You need your team because everybody at that level is talented on offense. So just playing defense as a team is really important.
Mm-hmm. And transitioning over to life off the court, take us through a typical day for you during the season and a day in the off season.
During the season, we have practice 6 days a week. So all days except for Sunday in the morning. And then after that, I'll go to class, and class ends probably around 4:30. So then I'll have the rest of the day to myself. So I can either go back to the gym, or if I have a lot of homework, I'll do that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
For the off season, I'm hurt right now.
Okay.
So like do upper body workouts. And then my rehab takes 30-20 minutes. So I work out what I can, and then I'll jog for like maybe 10 minutes. But I can't really run, change directions right now.
Got to stay off it.
Yeah.
Additionally, talk to us about your major. What is it about? The classes you've been taking for it, but more importantly, why you chose it in the first place.
I'm in business marketing. And I'm taking like economics classes. And I'm still like taking all the filler classes I need to get into school. But I chose this because my love for shoes. Like I wanted to go into the sneaker industry or anything that like has to do with sports. So and then marketing is something that I'm really good at. I'm good at like selling things,
Yeah.
So that's why I chose that major.
Of course. And when talking about your brand deals as a whole, what are you involved with?
I'm involved with Throat Apparel, Brain Fuel, Bucket Culture, and then I just got a deal from Poster Top, so I'll be posting for them soon.
Mm-hmm. And talk to us a little bit more about why you chose them in the first place, and also where people can find it if they're interested.
Most of the links are going to be either on my TikTok or my Instagram to the brands. I just chose them because they were the ones that reached out to me. It wasn't like that I was picking from, as they just reached out and said, we'd like to send you some stuff, and all you had to do is post and promote it. It's free.
Of course. And let's talk about your nickname, ICO. Where did that originate from, and why do people call you that?
ICO is because it's actually a pet peeve of mine. I don't like the sound when people eat ice.
Okay.
Like that's where the term ICO came from.
Okay. And when discussing Oakland and its program as a whole, for you personally, if you had to describe Oakland in one word or sentence, what would it be?
I would say it's exciting but cold.
Mm-hmm.
It snowed like 2 weeks ago.
I know. I'm in Wisconsin and it's still like 30 degrees.
Yeah, no, it's crazy up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Florida right now.
That's
So it's
nice.
coming back down.
Yeah. But for everyone in life, they have a special group of people or someone that means a lot to them in their lives, someone they owe a lot to their success in life to. So for you personally, who has that been for you? And if they were to be listening, what would you have to share with them?
Definitely my mom and dad for sure. They the ones that put me in sports, period, and got me through everything, got me to training, got me to practices. So just thank you to them for allowing me to get here. Now I'm my own hands.
Of course. And reflecting on your collegiate career and legacy once it comes to an end, how do you most want others to remember you during your time in the program? Would that be your character, your accomplishments on the court, your character, and what you were like as an individual off the court, or both?
All of it, of course.
Mm-hmm. And last question, what might be in store next for you in your future after college as an athlete and an individual, if it's not too early to think about that?
I'm definitely looking to go pro, um, wherever that is, either NBA or if I can get a good contract overseas. But hooping is definitely the first option.
Of course. And once again, Osei Price, Oakland Grizzlies guard. Osei, really appreciate you taking the time today and wish you nothing but the best with your future, man.
No problem. Thank you.
Of course.